Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. My name is Zizipho Lupelwana. So I'm bringing nothing but isgat. If you listened to my video yesterday, I mentioned that Amakhosi and Abalapi, they were not happy with their treatment at the Moses Mabhida at the MK rally. They complained about ill treatment. They ended up leaving. So I want us to dive into their statement and read their statement. And I also want us to read the statement of the MK Youth League, because the MK Youth League also released a statement. So it's a very, very interesting. And in their statement, they are supporting Amakhosi and not the MK party, to a point where they are even boycotting the gala dinner. They are not going to the gala. I'm like, Habo, imagine your own structures going against you. So the MK Youth League is on some, we're not going to the gala dinner. I'm going to read it for you guys because this is messy. And the people that keep saying there's nothing happening in MK, we are solid, you guys need to open your eyes, because it seems like this party is self-destructing. What is happening? But just before we get right into all this drama that is happening, and I'm shocked, I want us to just ease our minds before we get to this big stuff. Let's just ease our minds a little bit. So Dr. Ndlozi rose today. Ndifuna ukuthi he uvelile. So he tweeted today. He says that congratulations to the newly elected leadership. We wish them strength and wisdom. Remember the duty to always conduct ourselves with honesty and honorably in dealing with EFF and the broader public. May you lead us with dignity. Asina mona, asina nzondo, pilangona pagate EFF. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. I wish you all economic freedom in our lifetime, always. So the question is he playing a game? In terms of is he strategizing? Is he gonna leave eventually? Or maybe is he, I don't know, maybe is he staying? Maybe he's decided to stay. Maybe he's decided to stay. So I'm leaving you with that question. Some people I heard, they're saying, yeah, we see the strategy. We see the strategy. I mean, I don't see the strategy. All I'm seeing is that he's playing a good game. He's playing a good game. It's difficult to read him. It's difficult to read what is happening. But whatever game that he's playing a good game. The PhD that he has, it's working right now. He's definitely strategizing like a PhD holder right now. Anyway, let's get right into it, guys. Okay, just before I read the statement from Amakhosi Nabalapi, if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Zizipho. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is free of charge. It's not gonna cost you anything. Now let's read the statement from Amakhosi Nabalapi. The font is quite small, so I'm gonna try my level best to read. So it says that Injeje condemns the unprecedented ill treatment of Amakhosi, Royal and Abelapi by the MK party. DSG Nombuso Mkhize and majority of Amakhosi will boycott the planned MK party gala dinner. So it says that eThekwini, it says Injeje condemns in the strongest terms the unprecedented ill treatment, disrespect and disdain experienced by Amakhosi, Royals and Abelapi at the first anniversary celebration of Umkhonto weSizwe Party yesterday. On Saturday, the 14th of December 2024, at the Hilton Hotel in Durban, where accreditations for the first anniversary took place, the MK party DSG Nombuso Mkhize, who was tasked to handle accreditations, first gave those who were tasked with managing accreditations for Amakhosi a deplorable attitude, deeming Amakhosi inconsequential to the MK party. After lengthy deliberations, she then released a batch of tags that she claimed were for Amakhosi, yet she did not give the corresponding wristbands that would have allowed the royal guests to gain entry into the hospitality suites. On the following day, Amakhosi, who arrived at the Moses Mabhida Stadium wearing tags with no wristbands, were subjected to unspeakable disrespect and disregard by security personnel who all insisted that the DSG gave an instruction that those with tags without wristbands should not be allowed into the hospitality suites. This meant that the entire contingent of Amakhosi were forced to sit on the stand direct in the sun. This was the beginning of the series of ill treatment. As soon as after the security personnel then demanded Amakhosi to move away from those stands and find somewhere else to sit. They designated for them. It was at this point that Amakhosi began leaving the stadium. The staff side did make an attempt to secure suits for Amakhosi. However, when they found a suitable suit, they would call the DSG and she would dismiss the attempts, insisting that those without wristbands must not be allowed into the suites, irrespective that they are Amakhosi. It was then asked, why were Amakhosi given tags when those very same tags meant nothing? Whether it was a written VVIP or VIP or special guest and traditional leader, these tags gave Amakhosi no access. The presidential suit only had HM King Letitsa III of the Kolokoi and Inkosi Pathisizwe Chilidza MPL. The rest of Amakhosi were treated like simpletons. Another contingent, this is very serious. You know, when I first heard that they were ill treatment, I thought maybe they were just not given a mic for Mzegelo to speak, or maybe they were not greeted when guests were introduced. I didn't know that it was such a serious thing that was done to them. I didn't realize that it was such a deep ill treatment. Anyway, even if it was not Amakhosi, you want to treat your guests with respect. You want to take care of your guests. It doesn't matter if it's your voters or what. They are all important. It says that another contingent of Amakhosi who did not have tags were unable to even gain entry into the stadium itself, being stopped by security personnel, which led to the delegation of 20 royals from the northwest, amongst other provinces, to leave the Moses Mabhida Stadium without even making it inside the venue. At the time at which President Jacob Zuma arrived in the stadium, about 136 of Amakhosi had already left, with just over 9 left behind. Throughout this period, repeated attempts were made by the staff members to remedy the situation. However, the DSG was taking no prisoners, excuse the pun. The DSG was hell-bent on reducing Amakhosi to a mere peasants, irrespective of the fact that the MK Party Constitution in Section 316 reads to elevate and officially recognize the roles of royals, indigenous and traditional leaders in South Africa democratic system through giving clear, defined legislative and oversight power to the National House of Traditional Leaders. The MK Party Constitution further states in Section 7(1)(b), Royal House depicting that after presidency, the Royal House is the second highest structure in the MK Party. However, the experience Amakhosi had at the MK Party celebration is light years away from the above statement in the MK Party Constitution. It is the first time since the dawn of democracy that that we witness the Amakhosi being treated in the manner they were treated yesterday, and most assured it will be the last. No other political party has ever mistreated Amakhosi to such an extent. It was the first time since 1994. It was unprecedented, outdone only by the apartheid and the colonial regime. Abelapi were also subjected to the very same. It was on the intervention of Dr. Kehlelezi, who was able to assist at some of Abelapi, situating them in suites he had arranged. We commend his intervention in what was a dolorous situation caused by an arrogant person that masquerades as a leader, yet is ignominious specimen that had no inclination as to consequences of her antagonistic attitude towards Amakhosi. We have also received reports that MKMPs and MPLs from various provinces also experiencing harsh treatment from security personnel. There too, the DSG was contacted and also gave them the very same antagonistic attitude. The head of presidency was also alerted of the crisis around Amakhosi, yet no assistance was forthcoming. He literally did nothing and was extremely nonchalant. It is for this reason that our council has taken to address the matter publicly, as we have no confidence in the senior leaders of Umkhonto weSizwe party effectively deal with this matter, as their disdain for Amakhosi is now part of the history. It must also be noted that a number of Amakhosi had informed Izinduna to alert their communities to await buses so that Inkosi does not attend the celebration alone. But with their communities, a mass number of people were left stranded across the province of KZN, making Amakhosi and Izinduna to be seen as liars amongst their people. Yo, this is serious, guys. It is for this reason and more that Amakhosi in their majority have decided to boycott MK Gala Dinner planned for later this evening, as they arbor the ill treatment they received at the hands of the DSG and do not want to have repeat the same. The MK party is gradually taking the shape of the elitist organization whilst purporting to be a people's organization. We honestly wonder how many people voted for MK party because of Nombuso Mkhize. How many people have she personally recruited to the MK party for the party to for her to have such a spontaneous attitude towards Amakhosi? If Amakhosi were experiencing such unprecedented ill treatment now at the hands of the MK party, we can only wonder what will happen at local government if the MK party wins, as the local government sphere is the level wherein cooperative governments with Amakhosi takes place. How can Amakhosi trust and throw their full weight behind MK party when it is abundantly clear that there is a change in MK party that is taking place from within, a change into an elitist organization that says one thing and does another, just like all other political parties. It was the first time that the MK party had an event, and that event that is so terribly organized. Yo, this is serious, this is heavy. But they're also saying it was the first time that the MK has had an event that is terribly organized, meaning that they are blaming the organizers. They seem to be blaming the organizers. So let's read, guys. Let's also read now another statement from the MK Youth League, because the MK Youth League also released a statement and they seem to be on the side of Amakhosi. So it's just crazy. But before I talk, let's just read the statement as well, because the statements are quite long. The MK party held its first anniversary celebration on the 15th of December 2024 at Moses Mabhida Stadium, where the presidency gave a resounding political speech. The celebration was a success despite the sabotage from the government of national unity. The MK party had arranged trains to transport all members and supporters of Umkhonto weSizwe. In the 7th hour, PRASA cancelled the trains instructed by the GNU. The level of desperation from the GNU is on another level. Unfortunately, no weapon formed against MK party shall prosper. The MK party is in its formative stages. It is bound to make mistakes. However, the leadership of the MK party, the National High Command, must take full responsibility of the internal matters that requires to be addressed. The people of KwaZulu-Natal would kill and die for the MK party. Failing to provide them with transport has brought us so many challenges. We demand that the MK party's National High Command and provincial detachment to issue out a schedule as to when all regions would be visited in order to explain what transpired. We need answers immediately. The leadership must equally bring t-shirts of Mkondo Wesizwe in the process of visitations. Undermining of structures and MK deployees. The MK party recognizes Amakhosi and receives counsels from Amakhosi. Therefore, we cannot be silent when one individual chooses to undermine traditional leaders that we deeply respect. That includes Abelaphi Bendabuko, the MK Youth League, MK Women's League, MK Student Movement are recognized structures in the constitution of MK party, yet pompous Deputy Secretary General chose to undermine these structures by not granting them tags. The DSG must choose whether she wants to be a staff of Mkondo Wesizwe or to be a leader. The DSG was overly excited with issuing out tags, whilst we believe this process was supposed to be done by the staff, provided the staff was given the list of everyone who was supposed to be at the suits. Due to her recklessness and arrogance, the suits were either empty or half full. The paid food was returned. Next thing, we will find the DSG issuing out t-shirts and food. We feel this office is extremely undermined. Hey, the MK Youth League is very harsh here. They are very harsh as well. So it says that the Youth League of KZN has been very instrumental in elections and towards mobilizing for the celebration, yet we are undermined by a person who was just parachuted. Ooh. Yet we are undermined by a person who was just parachuted into position with no political background of leading structures. We call for the DSG to release the statement apologizing for ill treatment of Amakhosi, Abelaphi Bendabuko, MK Youth League, MK Women's League, MK Student Movement, including MPs and MPLs, staff of Mkondo Wesizwe, which was first deprived tags, or she must come during the visitation and apologize in all the regions. She cannot treat us like inmates and go unattended. She's not a prison warder here. She's our leader and she must behave as such. Gala Dinner of Mkondo Wesizwe. The MK Youth League has taken a resolution that it will not be attending any gala dinner organized by MK Party on the basis that the party wants to fundraise money from its own leaders / members than targeting business people. Umkhonto Business Movement is a structure that has been consistent in helping the organization fundraise. We hold a view that gala dinner should be given to structures to organize, and leaders of Mkondo Wesizwe must be able to attend without paying a cent. Furthermore, given any opportunity for the organization to give back, it must not move back and forth if we do not know the structure that is fundraising for the organization. So as we hear here, guys, the MK Youth League, they are not happy with the fact that they have to pay when they are attending their event. They are saying that they should be able to attend without paying a cent. Let's read this part again. Let's read this part again. It says that the MK Youth League has taken a resolution that it will not be attending any gala dinner. So they are not attending. And the MK party of the MK party, on the basis that the party wants to fundraise money from its own leaders. So they are not attending because they feel like the party wants to raise money from its own leaders or members than targeting business people. Umkhonto Business Movement is a structure that has been consistent in helping the organization fundraise. We hold a view that gala dinner should be given to this structure to organize, and leaders of Mkondo Wesizwe must be able to attend without paying a cent. Furthermore, any opportunity for the organization to give back, it must not move back and forth as if we do not know the structure that is fundraising for the organization. This is heavy. This is heavy. I think the Youth League is also now taking a bold stand in Goku. Okay, taxi industry. We note the strategy of the GNU of boiling conflicts in the taxi industry, which has potentially giving rise to violent to violence. The GNU hopes for the violence in the taxi industry in order to paint our black people as incompetent of running the industry and hand it over to white-owned companies. Our black people must reject the infiltration of the GNU in this industry, as it is the only industry we fully participate in as black people. Those who control our economy and their collaborators are after the industry, and we must protect it by all means. We call for the GNU to resolve the taxi industry matters with immediate effect and stop pushing for violence. We congratulate all deserving and young people who were employed as traffic officers. However, we have noted that the ANC was employing others through the office of secretary at branch level. This leaves much to be desired as to whether these people who were employed via the process underwent all the processes, and it simply means there are people who were deserving and who went through all these processes. However, they were not employed because they are not in a close proximity with the ANC leadership. The unemployed graduates should reject this way of employment by voting out the ANC in the 2026 local elections. Tell no lies, claim no easy victories. Amilcar Cabral. Regards, the MK Youth League. That is a bomb, if you ask me. That is a bomb. Firstly, I'm shocked at how brave the MK Youth League is in speaking against their leaders and their national command, and also showing in public, because that's what Jacob Zuma was fighting for, that never show our differences and our struggles in public. We must discuss our things in private. So I wonder if the MK Youth League is going to get in trouble here. And all these people that keep on saying, no, MK is fine, everything is going well. Nothing is fine. Nothing is fine. This party is going through a lot right now. And I wonder if they will survive. Kaloku, your own structures can't defy you as a movement. Your own structures should listen to you at all. If you don't have command over your own structures, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. Guys, let's meet in the comment section. This video is extremely long. I didn't want it to be this long, but yeah, we are like there's just a lot going on. If you are seeing me for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that my videos can get to a wider audience, so that you are also updated each and every single time I post new content. Make sure that you subscribe. It is free of charge. I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Let's discuss this thing in the comment section, because wow, it's mouthful right now. It's shocking. I'm shook. I'll see you guys on the next episode. A lucha continua. Till the next one, guys.